Are you confused about essential oils? Hang tight and I'll explain it. Hey guys, John Conley from UncleJohnSoap.com. Alright, time for some real talk here. I get badgered at least once a week from either a customer or a well-meaning friend who comes to me and asks if I have used essential oils, pure therapeutic grade essential oils from one of two MLM essential oil companies. I can't say their names because their big scary legal departments could probably shut me down tomorrow. Whatever the truth may be, doesn't matter. I'm not equipped to fight that legal battle. So we're going to stay kind of generic here, but you know who I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, and I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't use those oils from those companies, but here's where the truth and the real talk comes in. One, the price is outrageous. For a company that does not have brick and mortar stores, they have warehouses where they pack this stuff, and they rely on you to be the brick and mortar store and hold parties and things like that, sort of like the old Tupperware thing. You are paying way too much for that oil. Unless you like the gatherings and you're willing to pay for that, that's fine. Most of those oils, and I said most, not all, most of those oils are therapeutic grade. All the ones that they claim are therapeutic grade are not. Some are not pure either. Some are not pure because they're misleading people. Some are not pure because there's no way to steam distill that essential oil. You have to do it by a chemical process. So therefore, it's never going to be natural. Some of them are synthetically made, which technically makes them, you got it, a fragrance oil. So every company out there has very similar oils. Some come from the same exact places, the same exact source. It's sort of like, you know, you get a can of green beans that are store brand and then one that's a name brand. And guess what? Most of the time they come from the same packing plant. They came from the same fields. Think about it for a minute. There are no studies out there that show me that the oils from either one of the two MLM companies are any better than the ones I can get at the health food store and at the wholesale suppliers where I get my oils for soap making online. Nothing. It doesn't exist unless they paid for that to be written. They're no better than any other big corporation out there because that's what they are. They're big corporations. And if I bought through them the essential oils to scent my soap, you would be easily paying $12 to $15 a bar for soap. I'm not paying that much for soap, not even for my own soap, and I love my soap. I buy therapeutic grade essential oils. Some are not therapeutic. They just aren't. They're essential oil, and they're great for scenting products and using in bath and body. But some of them, I can't get the scent unless, the true scent that I want, unless I get a true therapeutic grade essential oil. So, do your homework. Don't fall for the hype. The other thing is the safety concern. All you guys that, people, not guys, girls, people, all you people that are into using the therapeutic grade essential oils internally and sometimes externally, you need to do a little more reading outside of the company literature. The literature that's printed by the company that sells you the product. Read that, yes, but take it a step further. Find articles online. Look the chemicals up and the essential oils up for yourself. Look on the medical websites. Ask your family physician. Now, some of them think it's all hype and won't recommend any of it, and I think there is some merit to it, but somebody on Facebook the other day, and I believe she's a nurse in an ER, brought up a good point. There are people showing up every day in the ER that have made themselves sick by self-medicating with essential oils, and they're doing it wrong. The guidelines in some of these pamphlets and stuff may not necessarily be the best thing for you. That's why it's really good to have a medical opinion before you start administering. They can be dangerous to your children. There's people giving tons of this stuff to their kids. Not all of it is meant to be directly ingested. Some of it can be mixed off with juices and different foods, and that's fine. But you got to do your homework. If you're just going to fall in with the masses and follow the crowd and do it because somebody else said it's good to do, and follow the literature that's written by the company that pays a guy to write it, I think that's a little dangerous too. In any instance, I don't care what company it is. Don't take my word that my shave soap is good soap. I'll send you some soap and you can decide for yourself if it's good. And my shave soap may not be for everybody. Same thing with essential oils. The bottom line is use your head. Don't fall for the hype. Don't waste your money buying certain oils from those companies when you can get the same oil. You heard it right. The same oil from a different company for at least half the price. Unless you just like it. You like supporting that company, that's fine. You like having the house party if you want to become a big sales rep and have all those conference calls and things like that, that's great. I don't begrudge you a bit. But you're not going to convince me that those oils are any better until I see an independent study that's unbiased that puts them all side by side and tells the truth. And if I ever see any money changing hands from one company to the next in any way, their validity is gone right there. Gone. And I talked about that with soap making before. If I send you a free sample and start hawking you to give me a good review, I'm paying for a review and I'm steering it. I get the review that I want because I gave you something or I paid you, or it's stupid. I want the truth out there. And if something I make sucks, I want somebody to tell me it sucks. Hopefully in a nicer way than that. And then I can correct it. Or discontinue it and do something else. That's fine too. But I'm all about honesty. And I think people just need to start using their heads and stop falling for the hype. If you're a new soap maker and you're into making your own soap and cosmetics and scrubs and creams and things like that, don't waste your money on using those other oils from those two companies. Shoot me an email or a message on Facebook, or leave me a comment down below, and I'll give you a link to a couple companies to check out where you can get oils way more reasonably priced and save yourself some time, headache, and money. Alright guys, just figured I'd throw that out there. I started reading the thread and some of the comments down below, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in and kind of expand on the health aspect, where people are actually hurting themselves with these essential oils. And keep in mind, just because it's natural doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for you. And just because it's natural doesn't mean you can ingest all you want or put it on your skin. That's another thing. Essential oils on your skin. Lemongrass, orange oil, even though lemongrass isn't a citrus oil, both of them can make you light sensitive when you go outside, and that patch of skin where you applied it could potentially burn way faster than the rest of your skin out in the sun. Sometimes you put essential oils in products meant for the face, and if it's too strong, you're going to end up either breaking out or burning your skin. There are studies, there are sheets that give you guidelines for all this. Follow it. And if you have any questions about that, again, shoot me an email, message me on Facebook, leave me a comment below, and we'll talk about it. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, people who believe in these products, but the truth is the truth. Show me a study. Show me a real study that company didn't pay for. Alright guys, have a great afternoon.